Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a young boy named Tim. Tim was always worried about things, whether he would do well in school if his friends liked him, or if he would ever make his parents proud. His mind was always racing with thoughts, and he couldn't seem to stop overthinking. One day, Tim's grandfather noticed how troubled he looked and decided to help. He sat Tim down and told him a story about a wise old sage who lived in the mountains. This sage was known for his calm mind and peaceful demeanor, and people from far and wide sought his advice. The sage had once shared his secret to overcoming overthinking with a young traveler who was troubled by the same problem. He called it the mind game. How to stop overthinking in 7 steps. Step 1. Awareness. The sage taught the traveler to become aware of his thoughts without judgment. Tim realized that he needed to notice when his mind was wandering and bringing up negative thoughts. Step 2. Acceptance. Instead of fighting his thoughts, the traveler learned to accept them as they were. Tim understood that it was okay to have worries and doubts, but he didn't have to let them control him. Step 3. Letting go. The sage taught the traveler to let go of thoughts that didn't serve him. Tim realized that he could choose to focus on positive things instead of dwelling on the negative. Step 4. Breathing. The sage showed the traveler how to use deep breathing to calm his mind. Tim practiced taking deep breaths whenever he felt overwhelmed by his thoughts. Step 5. Gratitude. The sage encouraged the traveler to focus on the things he was grateful for. Tim started keeping a gratitude journal and writing down 3 things he was thankful for every day. Step 6. Mindfulness. The sage taught the traveler to be present at the moment and fully engage in whatever he was doing. Tim learned to enjoy the simple pleasures of life, like spending time with his family or playing with his dog. Step 7. Practice. Finally, the sage emphasized the importance of practice. Tim understood that overcoming overthinking wouldn't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, he could train his mind to be more peaceful. Inspired by the sage's wisdom, Tim began practicing the mind game every day. Gradually, he found that his mind became calmer, and he was able to enjoy life without constantly worrying about what might happen next. And so, Tim learned that by mastering his mind, he could overcome any obstacle that came his way.